Hi everyone, how are you doing? Hold on one second. Let me just get, okay, there we go. Okay, how is everybody doing? So this is a new moon in Scorpio, which is tomorrow reading, and this is specifically just for the air element people. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. If you have this sign in your sun or in your moon, this reading is going to be significant for you, okay? If you have air in, let's say, your sun, you may also, and you have a different element in your moon, I will be doing 3 more readings for the other 3 elements, which is fire, water, and earth. I would advise that you look at those readings also, just because it is very specific. So we're going to break down basically what's kind of going in. I like to call you guys the air nomads. So what's going on in air nomad land. And then at the end of the reading, we're going to pull a little bit of cards for each sign specifically. So as you know, this is a new moon in Scorpio. And as a new moon, this is when the moon is closest to the sun. That's why we can't see the moon in the sky, because the moon is not away. The earth is basically not in between the sun and the moon. We don't see the sun's light reflecting on the moon. This also, as far as in ourselves, what this creates is it creates our emotional piece, which would be your moon sign, to be very close and connected to our ego. A lot of times, our emotions, they run through our mind and then they go to our ego. But this time right now, our emotions and our ego are connected very closely, very closely. Yeah. So this is going to take a time where we reflect on the inside of our own selves, self-reflection. We evaluate our emotions and we evaluate our actions and how our emotions created actions that we performed. Okay. And it's time for inner guidance, and it's going to be a time for us to kind of figure out ourselves inwardly. There's going to be a lot of time where you're going to have to be kind of by yourself so that you're able to meditate, meditation, prayer, focusing, and just kind of delving deep inside of yourself. Okay. So I did pull out 4 cards out of the animal spirit deck. And we're going to go ahead and take a look here and see what animal spirits are with you during this time. Okay. So for the air nomads, the first card that I pulled was the whale. And I think this is so crazy because whales are record keepers. Whales they hold memories. They hold the world's memories in themselves. And this is also a water element. And so for the whale, it says desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom, right? That ancient wisdom is all that history that these whales are that's all that history that these whales are carrying in themselves. It's memory. The emotions is memory. They're holding the world's experiences inside of them. And from knowing the world's experiences, that brings a lot of knowledge. So this is a spirit guide that's with you right now. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply compassionate. When out of balance, heavy, slips into old story. So when this is out of balance, this is saying if you're having a hard time right now, because you definitely feel the effects of this moon, because first of all, this is a super new moon and it's intense. It's in Scorpio. We have been going through some intense things, some intense planetary placements and planetary movements. So this is very much this is going to get deep. Whales are big and they can get deep into the ocean. I'm not going to say that they can reach the floor of the ocean, but they can get pretty deep. Okay. Slips into old story. If you're having a hard time, you're probably going through the memories of your past. Okay. You're probably going through things that you remember, and you're trying to slough off uh old pains, old traumas. Remember, leave the trauma, keep the lesson. But you have to go through that trauma and go through those emotions in order to do that. So that whale spirit is here with you. And when you have a hard time doing it, you slip into the old story, which is, I'm not going to go through this. I'm not going to do this. Never mind, right? This is going to be kind of hard. A little, I'm not surprised to see this be a little more difficult for the air nomads, because air has a tendency to become emotionally detached and just operate through their minds. The only thing with that is that causes anxiety, because now you're unbalanced. So just remember that you want to delve through those that emotional piece. You want to delve through even that emotional trauma. It doesn't matter how far back it goes. This whale spirit is here with you though, and that's a good thing. Whales are also very gentle and loving. So I actually think this is a nice spirit to go back with you, okay? And in order to bring to balance, this is what you guys should be worried about, is regular self-care. So tomorrow it's going to have to be self-care. Dealing with emotions is not easy, and if you have, especially if you have a tendency to emotionally detach, this is going to be very hard, because you're going to start feeling all those things that you detached from. So self-care, make sure that you're eating right. Make sure, even tomorrow, if you can, take a nap if you can. Yeah, take a nap, rest, sleep in if you can. Go to bed early if you can. Make sure you're eating good foods, no fast food, fruits and vegetables and stuff, okay? Make sure you're nourishing your body, water, because as you're purging trauma, you're purging toxins out of your body. So just remember that. But yeah, that whale spirit is there with you, and that's beautiful. Now we're gonna move on to the next one. The cobra. This is in the fire element. Okay. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. When in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, know it all and egocentric. Okay. So there's some inner wisdom in you. This is why this whale is here. This whale is going to help you dig deep. First of all, you start the journey with this whale to dig deep within yourself. And then you're about to find spirit. Emotions is the language of spirit. When you disconnect from emotions, you disconnect from spirit, and you disconnect from your life's purpose. And then you live a life of anxiety, of overthinking. You're unbalanced if you do that. Now, if you're an air sign and you are connected to your emotions and you are completely imbalanced, this is still with you, but this is not going to be as hard of a process, because you are kind of already knowing how to go through this. Okay. So it says, when out of balance, know it all is egocentric. So if you tend to be a know it all or egocentric, you don't tend to take advice from people. Not saying that all advice is good advice, but I'm just saying using discernment to see if somebody is giving good advice, being open, really listening, really comprehending what people are saying. This cobra here is with you. Now, if that's not you, that saying that you already know that you are a student of life and you are humble, and that is wise. That is wise. Wisdom does not mean know everything. Wisdom is knowing that you don't know everything, right? Awesome. And if you are egocentric right now, be honest with yourself. You don't really have a choice, right? To bring into balance, taking a class and study. Okay. So this may be something, learning from somebody who's around you, learning from somebody who has maybe a fire element or a fiery spirit, or somebody who goes after what they want. These are people that are going to help guide you through this time, okay? Or yeah, things like that is going to help guide you. The next one is the owl. Abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. One thing about air signs is they do tend to be clairvoyant. When they speak on things, a lot of times it's through spirit. There's messages through spirit, and they can hear the messages through spirit, and they speak on it. So wherever anybody has an air element in, that's a clairvoyant piece of them, okay? When in balance, generous, trusting, secure. When out of balance, money quarrels, scarcity. So some of you are in, I'm getting a feeling like the air nomads, y'all are split 50-50 right now in the 50, and it's black and white. Okay, there's two sides to the air element. There's air elements that have ascended through this last cycle and are in this new cycle, and they're being generous, trusting, and secure in themselves and with people, and they're trusting their own discernment, and they're moving through life like that. And there's people that are out of balance, which is having money quarrels and scarcity. So could be fighting with people over something, okay? Or fighting with a person over something. The owl is bringing you into balance, okay? And to bring this into balance, it's an offering. A lot of air signs are going to have to be faced with the fact that they may be wrong in a situation. This is a challenge. This is on purpose. You were placed in this situation where spirit knew your reaction to something, and spirit knew whoever else's reaction to something, and they knew that you were going to defend your mindset, and they knew your mindset was wrong. And they allowed you to do it because it's not about the quarrel. It's not about the fighting. What it's about is learning how to take instruction. You can be real smart. Okay. This is for some of you. You can be real smart in stupidity. Okay. You can be really intelligent on the wrong side. It doesn't make you right. So there's the flexibility to your learning, to your intelligence that spirit is pushing you towards. There's the humbleness that spirit is pushing you towards. But sometimes if you stay in your mind for a while, you can be a little bit of a what people would consider like maybe an a-hole, because you're not connecting to your emotions, so you can't relate emotionally. But emotional intelligence is very important. Mental. Your mind is going to teach you how to like avoid things, but it's not going to help you grow. If that makes any sense. Your emotions push you towards growth and pushes you to expand your knowledge. So this owl is here to teach you that, and that's an air element, okay? So this is an element that is wise in the air nomad community that is teaching you to expand yourself, okay? Not everybody is right. I think that a lot of you were not used to being wrong. You were put into this position on purpose to be wrong. So that you can go through the notion and go through the motions of what happens after you're wrong. A lot of times, when you're used to being right, when you're used to being correct, you don't realize how you're going to actually react if you're wrong. Right? That's what I'm feeling off of this right now, because spirit right now with this new moon in Scorpio is having you delve deep into, looks like, a conflict. Yeah, looks like you're digging deep into a conflict. And then we have the dragon, which is the cover, by the way. Beautiful, isn't it? I love this deck. Seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego. Basically, the dragon is here. I don't know if you saw the collective reading, but I said my own spirit is I'm a dragon in the spiritual world. Look, balancing that ego. This is the ultimate one right here. And seeing one's true self. You cannot hide anything from the dragon, okay? So the dragon is with you to really be in a reality, a certain reality, and be true to yourself. That's what this is here for. So this is going to be, I'm not going to lie, air signs, air nomads, my air nomads, look, it's going to be a little hard. Okay. It's going to be a little hard for you because this is big on ego. Okay. Especially for those with air in your sun sign and those that got air in their sun and their moon. It's going to be a little hard, okay? But you're going to get through it, okay? You're going to get through it. Everybody, especially every element, has something hard that they need to get through. This is going to be hard for everybody. It's just going to be in a different way, okay? For you, it's your ego. You live your ego through your mind. If you are a sun sign, and if you're a sun sign, air sign. Now, for the moon people, the people that have air in their moon sign, this is going to be where spirit's putting you in a position where you cannot emotionally detach on purpose. You're in this situation on purpose, but don't worry because spirit is with you. Okay. Spirit's with you. The universe is with you. God is with you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be growth. It's going to be one of probably, honestly, for some of you, especially if this is the first time that you've had to take a look at yourself, this is the first dark night of the soul or dark night of the ego for you, it's going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult. But here's the thing. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to be fine. Once you get through this, you are going to be so proud of yourself. Spirit's going to be so proud of you too. You're going to get through this, okay? Okay, so now that we talked about the animal spirits, we're going to go ahead and pull some of the moonology here, okay? Let's take 3 cards out, moonology. Divine positive spirits. Can we have 3 moonology cards for the air signs for the new moon in Scorpio, which is tomorrow? Ooh, full moon. Surrender to the divine. Ooh, surrender to spirit. This is what we was talking about with the animal spirits here. Surrender to the divine. Blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Ooh, there's something there. Okay, so there's something that you're fighting because you're not connected to your emotions, but it requires you to connect to your emotions and connect to spirit for it to make sense for you. You're fighting it because it's not logical, okay? Because blue moons to me is magic, spirit magic. I love blue moons. Okay, this is the decimating moon. Take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, you know, the thing about air signs is, here's the thing, and I love air signs, by the way. My mom is an air sign. My rising is Aquarius, you know, is air sign. I have a really good friend. She's an air sign. I know a lot of people that are air signs, you know, especially the Aquariuses. But here's the thing that's difficult. And believe for me, like I'm always balancing this out in myself because my rising sign is Aquarius, okay? Take time to breathe out. Sometimes air is the fastest element. Out of all four elements, air is the fastest moving. That sounds great until it's imbalanced, right? Sometimes air signs move so fast, they move faster than the thinking part. They move, especially air signs that might have detached or may not have their emotions fully matured, um or maybe denying something from their emotions, because you can detach from your emotions and not think about them, but they still affect your actions. They still affect you every day. The fact that you detach from your emotions is an action that was actually inspired from your emotions. So that's an action that's controlled by your emotions. Like, you're like, I don't want to feel this, right? Make sure you're going to feel it. Take time to breathe out. Don't do anything right now. Just breathe. Okay? Breathe. But you're going to get through it. This is good. This is great. This is magic. Oh, okay. Universal magic. So now let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay? Now, look here. We got this here from the Dreams of Gaia, because I love using this deck when it comes to the moon cycles. And we're just going to get into this here. Look, we got the 5 of fire at the bases. So this is a conflict. There's some sort of heated, and this is a heated conflict, okay? This is some sort of, this is a person, and they look like what they're punching each other out. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of anger, and passionate anger too. Very passionate anger between the two of them. A lot of times for the 5 of fire, which is 5 of wands in a normal deck, in the original deck, there's usually 5 people in there. Here, there's only 2. So this might be a particular person that the universe wants you to look at the relationship between you and this person. There's something that happened. There's something, and like I said, there's something that would make sense to you if you connected with your emotions and you saw it through the lens of, if you brought your emotional intelligence and your mental intelligence to combine to look at this situation. Okay? But here's the thing. Until then, they're at a standstill. Neither one is broken. Neither one is dead. Neither one defeated the other one. They're just kind of at a standstill here. But there's something here that universe really wants you to take a look here. For a lot of air signs, this here, right here, this is very important. There's a conflict here. There's a fight here. Somebody that you had a lot of passion with. If it's a relationship, maybe you broke up with this person, there's a lot of passion. This could be brothers, this could be friendship, this could be this could be same gender. So it doesn't have to be romance necessarily, but it can be just a conflict with somebody. This other person, you may have a lot of fire in your chart. Even if your air is in your sun or your moon and you're watching this, you may have a fire rising. You may have a fire, in one of your houses and other planets or something. Look at your birth chart to figure that out. Or this person could be very fiery. Okay. But something triggered the fire in both of you guys, actually. So I think for a lot of you, yeah, this is passionate, and it's competition. So this may be somebody that you felt like you were in a competition with, because this is a competitive card. Yeah, this is five of fire. That's competitive. It's possible maybe you might have been, if universe is trying to make you look at your emotions, it could be that you were looking at a situation from a competitor's point of view, and the other person wasn't. The other person was just emotional. And in order for you to really see the whole picture of what's going on, you may need to connect to your emotions. It all leads back to you need to connect to your emotions in order to see what's going on. If you don't connect to your emotions, you're only seeing a piece of it. And there you don't know enough to judge, okay? You don't know enough to make action. You don't even know enough to really come to conclusions, which is why it's on your mind so heavy. You're probably going back and forth in your mind. But here we go. Here we have as the ultimate thing, we have the King of Air, which is Aquarius energy. Fits very well for this reading since we are talking about air signs. But this is what Spirit is leading you to be. The King of Air, mentally stable, has emotional intelligence. Also, he is a record keeper, keeping records. Very, very intelligent, very smart individual. You need that emotional intelligence to become the King of Air, because the mind translates the emotion. You need to be a master at translating the emotion and keeping records. I don't know who that applies to. I don't know. Maybe some of you might have a job where you have to keep records or something, or something. Maybe this is something that you're good at. But keeping records. We had the Whale, we have the King of Air, and then we have the Scribe also. These are all big characters on keeping records. You may have a very good memory. And so you're being guided to go back into your memory with emotional intelligence, not just mental intelligence, emotional intelligence. That's really what it is. Because here we go, recent past, you've been initiated into healing. You're going on a healing journey right now, okay? And then we have right now the Scribe, which is an air element. This is also probably the most equivalent to the Knight of Swords in the regular tarot deck. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't describe this as a knight at all, because this is a completely different deck. And this deck is a little different, okay? So the Scribe, like it says, keeps records. So right now you're in Knight energy and you're moving into Spirit. Spirit is training you to get into King energy, okay? Knight energy is good. It's fast paced. It's a lower. It's a training energy to be in that King. Okay. A lot of you, whether male or female, gender wise, are in your masculine energy. You're being guided to master that masculine energy in that air element. Okay. You're being guided to master your intelligence. And you're being led to bring your ego down so that you can further grow your intelligence. Because your ego is is stopping you right now, because your ego is saying, I already know this. I don't need to learn anymore. I know everything. Ha 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 ha. Right? That's what ego does. That's not your role. Okay. Your role is to be a forever learner, a forever student to the universe. So that ego thing about you know it all and egocentric and everything like that, no, every situation you can learn from. That's the piece that you need to be at. That's when you become the King of Air. Okay? Once that happens, you will have abundance. Remember the abundance, especially I advise you to look at the last reading that I did, just for the new moon reading collectively, because this is just for air signs that we're working on. But yes, abundance in health, money, it's there for you. But you have to, you got to let this ego go. A lot of you, right now, you got to let this ego go so that you can become, now you can be in the purpose of the divine. And then ultimately there's some sort of a union. This is the Two of Cups energy, Two of Water. There's still some sort of a union. This could even be with this person that you're fighting with. This could turn, if you are open to your emotions, You could turn this 5 of fire into a 2 of cups. You could turn this conflict into love. You're smart enough to do it. You're intelligent enough to do it. You got to get your emotion. You got to open up to your emotions, and you got to you can't let your ego tell you that you know everything. You got to be open to information. Okay. That's a very big thing here. Okay. So now that we looked into the spirit's journey, which is basically, yes, let down your ego and don't tell yourself that you know everything. Be open to new experiences. Be open to, actually, I think you've already been open to a new experience. Be open to learning what the divine wants you to know in that experience so that you can fully learn from it. And then there's a situation that you're going to transform. And like I said, you may have been the person in the wrong. Now, not all of you, but I'm going to give advice for both. If you learn after this that you were the person in the wrong, you will need to humble yourself. And this is going to be a test to spirit that you have conquered your ego, is when you're able to apologize and able to accept responsibility for your role in a situation. Now, if you were right, it's actually the same thing. You even if you're right, sometimes in a situation, you may have had, a negative role in there still. You may need to apologize for that. But there's some sort of hold on. If you're right, what was it? Yeah, if you find out that you were right in the situation, you may have to use your intelligence to communicate with this person that you're in conflict with. And you're actually going to be able to turn this into a 2 of cups. You see that passion there? Now it's balanced. There's more emotion than there is anger. Here, there's more anger than there is emotion. The emotion is in the heads. Now the emotion is everywhere, and the passion is just warming them up. That's it. But yeah, you can get this together, but you got to be, you got to connect to that emotional state and be honest. Again, we have that dragon energy. That dragon is okay. Now I see that dragon, that spirit animal. That dragon is the gatekeeper to your abundance. The dragon's going to judge. The dragon is your judge. And the dragon's going to see through anything. You're not going to be able to outsmart the dragon. The dragon sees everything. This dragon is holding your abundance. You have to go through this dragon in order to get to your abundance. Some of you may be actually dealing with a dragon spirit person. Maybe a person or in the spirit world, definitely. You may not, if they're in the spirit world, you may not have encountered this dragon yet, but this dragon knows where you are. They see everything. You got to get approved by this dragon in order to get to your abundance. When you get to your abundance, looks like the abundance is going to come first. Probably around the same time. And this situation is going to transform afterwards. Yeah, or something like that. Or because of this situation, it may not be like this day one, because there's trust and everything. It needs to be built. But this may happen. You may initiate this fully and honestly, and the dragon may see it, and then you're going to be let into the new cycle. Okay, so I don't think that we have a lot of air element people in the new cycle yet. I think air might be Yeah, I think air might be this might be a harder one. This was a very emotional last cycle. So this did like don't feel bad about it. Yeah, look at this. Burdens. You had a lot of burdens. Whoo, yeah, I feel you. Okay, so positive divine spirit. Let's go ahead and go through the story. What is the story with the new moon in Scorpio when it comes to the air signs? What storyline are we going with tonight? Okay, strength. Okay, yeah. Okay, hold on. Burdens, 10 of Wands and the Queen of Cups here. So a lot of you air signs are dealing with somebody who is a water sign. Somebody somebody who probably is very mature in their emotionally mature. Um, Queen of Cups is a Cancer energy, so somebody who is very motherly, very intuitive, could be also very mysterious. This could probably freak you out a little bit because when you're in your mind and then you meet somebody who's very intuitive, nothing that they say makes sense, but it's true. So it might freak you out, okay? But yeah, this Queen of Cups is a burden for you. You need to get through her. You need to get through that burden there. Okay. We're gonna look deeper into this, but we're gonna first go ahead and look, we're gonna focus on you first, okay? Which I think that we're probably gonna cut into her still because this is heavy on what spirit wants you to focus on, air sign. So we got the strength card. Oh my gosh. And look, there's a whale. She's with the whale. But she's trying to net the whale. That's okay. That's kind of bothering me a little bit. She's trying to net the whale, or is she trying to get the net off the whale? I'm gonna say because she's a mermaid, she's trying to get the net off the whale. So remember when it's like emotionally detached, there's something deep in that's being locked right now. Like this thing is netted down. Somebody tried to lock some their memories down. Somebody and they're trying to release it now. They're trying to untangle their whale, their memories, their emotions. Here's another. Oh my gosh. Here's another whale. 3 of Swords. Yes. 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. The whale is dead. What? There's a piece that's like there's heartbreak here. There's something that really hurts you. Could have been a third party situation. Could have been something that happened a long time to you when you were a child or your youth. Child, teenager, early 20s. You know, I'm 27, 18 years old is a baby to me. So, yeah. Wow. That's the initial thing. There's something very emotional hurt about you that right now you're going to be digging into. Spirit's going to make you dig into and release and bring back to life your whale, your emotions. Oh, I'm so sorry. And then in the recent past, we have the devil energy. Remember healing? The devil. And we have, yeah, you need to conquer this heartbreak as the king of air. Be aware of it, accept it, heal from it. The devil's gotten in the way of your healing. You see, trapped again. So we've got the whale is netted, the mermaid is trapped, and then the whale is dead. Yes. there's something that you've kept. Okay, somebody very emotional touched you deeply. Let me tell you something. You can't hide all this stuff from somebody who's emotionally mature, okay? Or very emotional or an empathic person. This freaked you out because you've been keeping this under wraps. I mean, I don't know if this is emotional detachment. I think this is emotional imprisonment. This is something that's been locked down, kept down. Devil energy. Devil energy got in the way of your healing in the recent past. You've been initiated into the process, but you got to get away from this devil energy. That might be a person. That may just be something that you're doing to your own self right now, because we're talking about you. Right now, the Hermit. So right now, what you're doing is you're going through the Hermit, which it makes sense. New moon energy. I say be by yourself, and the Scribe. Ooh, you need to write. You need to get you a journal. That's what I got. You need to get you a journal. You need to be by yourself in your feelings and write. That's what it is. I would advise that. Be by yourself in your feelings and write and scribe and be a scholar to your own depths of who you are. Okay? Learn yourself. Because while this piece of you has been trapped, you don't know that piece of you. That tells me you don't know everything about you. But it's okay, because you want to know something? What this tells me also, because the devil is in the recent past, underneath healing, the devil challenged you to keep you away from your healing. I'm not going to lie. Being trapped, this entrapment has challenged you. But something tells me right now for this new moon that a lot of you have realized, okay, enough is enough. A lot of you have probably gotten tired and fed up with not being fulfilled and getting into these conflicts with people and not having emotional fulfillment. So you and having to carry these burdens. So now you're gonna be spirit's probably gonna guide you to record what you're doing. It may be videos, it might be writing, somehow record basically your journey, your dark night of the soul. Okay, now in the near future, and I want you to know this is pretty much all major arcana. You got the Hierophant with the abundance. Okay, this makes sense. Hierophant leads you to or lead you to the next level. Okay, and that's with the dragon again. You do this, you show the dragon basically, and look here, she's writing in here. She's writing. Yeah, that's beautiful. She's writing. Some of you might be led to, especially if there's some distance between you and this person that you were in conflict with, some of you might be writing or texting this person. You need to write your emotions down. And then read it through, and then read it and evaluate it. You get what I'm saying? To evaluate yourself, right? Because some of you may be like the type of people, you might say something and then forget. You need to see how your words come across. You need to see how you come across to other people. And then you need to see how you come across even to yourself. And then give advice to yourself based off of that. Yeah. You need to write down your emotions. Okay. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Love is okay. I see. See what I said. See what we said before. You are going to initiate the process with this person, and be full-hearted. Be honest. Be yourself. Try your best. That's the only thing Spirit really wants you to do, is try your best. Nobody's perfect, especially nobody's perfect the first time. Okay, and you're going to get to abundance, and you're going to get to a Knight of Pentacles energy. Now, for some of you, this is going to be you. You're going to be the Knight of Pentacles. For others of you, this may be a Knight of Pentacles to you. Okay? It's something that's been a long time coming. This may be, you literally might be writing a letter and giving it to somebody. It may be in person, because when you're delving deep into this emotions, it might be a little hard for you to say it out loud. I'm not going to lie, that's fine. But you got to communicate however you want. For some of you, though, this is going to be as you initiate that process and send that letter, this person may come around. They just may need to see something in you. But I'm seeing for most of you, you might be, because this is about you, that you might be the Knight of Pentacles. And what actually, yes, look, she's got the book and she's got the, that's not, that stick is a pin. Okay, let's see. Since we ended on a court card, we got to do one more line. We're going to see how did you get to this point, okay? Because now we know that you're writing. We know that you're writing. We know that you putting your thoughts together, you organizing everything, you using that brilliant mind of yours to basically further this healing along, which is great. It's awesome. Great. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you've been in HELL. Heartbreak and nightmares and anxiety. You've been in your mind. You've been in your mind. You've been going a little crazy. That's how it seems like. You see, she's like, look, this is spirit begging her, like, come into the water, come into the emotion so that we can get past this stuff. And she's still in the camp in the snow. No, I know she's cold. And laying down in that snow, got her hands over her ears and everything, trying to block out spirit. And spirit's like, look, I'm not trying to be freaky like this. I'm not trying to look like a freaking monster, but look, you need to get up in here and deal with this. Because here's the thing, that thing is creeping up. That zombie mermaid with the dead whale, this zombie mermaid that's coming up is gonna eventually come and get her. Okay, she can't keep her hands over her ears forever. Okay, so yes, we already know nightmares, anxiety. A lot of you guys are probably having a hard time sleeping. This is probably why this Cobra came out, or which one was it that says self-care? I think it's the Cobra. The Cobra said you needed to self-care. Because you've been in this stress. And so it's been affecting your health. It's been affecting your body. You probably got body aches going on. You probably got, breathing problems, heart problems, especially, heart problems, all this kind of stuff. All this stress is not good. So you're going to be you need to take care of yourself because this cycle did a number on you. Okay, so now we have the High Priestess here. That's an air element and a water element. This could be this is representative of Gemini, Cancer, and Pisces. So if you are a Gemini, this is prominent to you. This is your inner knowing. This is what was in between. Now, if you notice, when we get down here, let me pull this thing down here a little bit more. Okay, look, you got healing on the top for your higher self. You got the devil, and then you got the High Priestess. So right now, the devil has been in between your emotions and your healing, okay? In the recent past. It's been playing tricks on you. So let's see here. What else? And so we got Queen of Wands. right now. Go after the things that you want. This is why you need to write down. You're not living the life that you want. You're not going after what you want in life. Okay? This is Pele. You need to go after what you want. I believe a lot of you are in this energy now. And what you want is to get through this. You want to be connected. Your wants and your desires are connected to this high priestess energy, your inner knowing, which is your emotions. So it can spark your passions. So you can do what you need to do. And you can use your brilliant mind and your brilliant intelligence to figure out how to get what you want. Awesome. So in the future, we have Aquarius energy, which is the star. Hope. This is with this abundance. This is with this Hierophant. This is this hope. Hope for things to get better. That's a powerful energy. Hope can change the world, okay? I promise you hope can change the world. Because once you figure out, now that you know what you want, you're figuring out what you want, you're writing down what you truly want, you're really being honest with yourself with what you want, then you add that hope and that belief. It's not just hope, it's belief. You believe it's going to happen. That's what hope is. Belief. That's when you'll see the dragon. That's when you'll see the dragon. Yeah, hope that things are better. And then we have the Five of Pentacles energy. This could be somebody coming up to you. This could be you going up to somebody else that's in a dark place right now. This could be they're in a dark place because they put themselves in a dark place, or they're in a dark place because some of you have put them in a dark place. It really depends on your individual journey and your individual situation. Okay. But this seems like it's something that actually you're delivering. You're giving something. I see you're giving something. I really think that you are the Knight of Pentacles here. You're giving to somebody that's unfortunate. Maybe whether, like I said, whether or not they put themselves in this position, or whether or not you were the one in the wrong, Spirit's going to be urging you to really figure out how to fix this. That's what Spirit wants. Figuring out how to come to terms with this. This could be somebody coming up to you because this is in the water. Or this could be for some of you, especially if you're dealing with somebody, there may be somebody else in your life that is not in their emotions, not they disconnected in their emotions. I'm not sure. It's different. What I'm feeling is it's the same base energy right here, but it's different for every situation. Like I said, for some of you, you are the Knight of Pentacles. Others, you're not. So it really just depends. But I do see this here. Yeah, this may be something that you're offering. This came up also in the general reading. So yes, that could be your offer, or it could be somebody else's offer. It really just depends. So on the sidelines, we have this 10 of Wands with this Queen of Cups. So first we're going to look and see what is this Queen of Cups is saying. Okay, once again, we have strength at the bottom again. This is something to deal with emotions. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning. Three of Pentacles working together. So for some of you, this emotional person, which is the Queen of Pentacles, Cancerian energy person. Could also be a different water sign, Pisces or Scorpio. Could be somebody that's just operating in Cancer energy. I read the cards as energy, not necessarily as signs. Okay. So this is somebody who's operating in Cancerian energy. There's a new beginning with this person where you guys work together. Yeah. And it looks like it's going to be something that is going to be financially okay. You guys are going to work together on something. You're going to share in a project. And because you haven't done this, this has burdened you. Spirit is trying to say, hey, it's in your path to work with this person. Okay. So now I'm going to look, let's see, we're going to see a little bit more. We're just going to go into a little bit more detail about what is the Knight of Pentacles saying. Okay. Judgment and second chances, getting a second chance, okay? Four of Pentacles, foundations, bringing in some sort of foundation. Okay, there's a foundational piece here. Four of Pentacles pops up for your reading also, but it pops up as a ultimate, basically a ultimate result here with this Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles is bringing in Four of Pentacles energy, stability. Either you're bringing stability to a situation or somebody's bringing a stability into your situation. And it could be financial or it could be with family. Maybe there's somebody that you're not talking to and their family, or like family, or a friend or somebody that's close to home. This person is coming back to get the foundation. Yeah, it's going to be back. And then you got the Judgment here, which is second chances. So this is definitely, there's a judgment here that's going to determine some things. Whoever whoever is in the water giving the abundance is the judge. Whoever is in the water is the person that basically spirit deemed as being in the right. And not all of you are going to be in the right, but some of you are going to be in the right. Whoever's in the water, they're giving this abundance to this person stuck on this island, stuck in this grief. I think for a lot of you, the way that this is going, a lot of you might be the ones that are on this island, because look, his head is down and he's stressed, and she's bringing in help. Being stressed, emotions trying to creep up and help. And also what I'm seeing is this Queen of Cups holds this new abundant beginning. This Queen of Cups holds this partnership with you and holds the Ace of Pentacles. This emotional person, very nurturing person, might be even motherly like, very motherly, very mothering. And this is probably why this person triggered your childhood, especially if this is a mothering person. They probably really did trigger your childhood, right? Just from them being themselves. So you need to understand, there's a part of you that needs to understand that this person didn't do anything but be themselves, and then you were triggered. So let's look here. We got Queen of Wands. What is the Queen of Wands saying? Because this is you in energy right now. Okay. Queen of Wands, you want to speak your piece. This is a big desire in you. And you have Seven of Wands energy here. So this may be you, okay? So this may be literally somebody coming in. Maybe this is whoever this is somebody, this is the person that's trying to deliver this Ace of Swords, which is the truth. This is this person trying to deliver this new beginning. And this person is delivering this new beginning to this Queen of Fire. Yeah, Queen of Wands. But there's a lot that you got to get through to get to this Queen of Wands and deliver it. This is lava. You got the people here. Like, this is an outsider coming in. This is an outsider. So you may be the outsider trying to deliver the truth to a Queen of Wands. You both might be in Queen of Wands energy, to be honest with you. This may be somebody else trying to come to you in Queen of Wands and in your Queen of Wands energy, but you got there's blockages here. All of these 7 of Wands here, 7 blockages. There's 7 blockages that you got to get through. But those blockages are for the Queen of Wands. There may be some people that you need to get through. If you're on the, whoever is on the side, I'm gonna just say this. I don't know if it's you, person watching, or if it's somebody else, but whoever was the person that was in the wrong, that was doing the hurting and stuff, this person got some people to get through. Okay. To be honest with you, this could be that Queen of Cups. This could be her energy towards you right now. So, or that could be your energy, because you're told to be in hermit mode. But that's, I mean, I do feel like you want to bring in the truth. This may actually be you too, because you are in hermit mode. So anybody trying to get through you, they can't just come and talk to you. They're going to have to talk to other people to get through to you. But there's somebody who wants to tell the truth. There's somebody who's in the Ace of Swords energy who wants to speak their truth. And you see here, like, to her essence, her power is lava, getting through this lava. Who can get through that lava? Yeah. Somebody's afraid. Somebody's afraid to go in and tell the truth. And I think this could be you, because in the near future, you having a lot of hope. And this could also be why in the near future, you may need to write this person. You may need to write this person because you may not be able to physically contact this person. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stop that there, though. That's your new moon reading. We're going to go ahead and take a look specifically at everybody's, specifically at the signs individually, okay? Which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. We're going to take a look at your signs individually and see kind of what kind of advice. We're going to pull a card for each one and see what advice that we need for each sign. Okay, Spirit, positive divine Spirit, what advice do we have for actions when it comes to the new moon in Scorpio? What do you want Aquarius to do? Okay, so there's something that they want you to stop and stop handling. There's something that they want you to stop doing. There's some sort of seeds that you planted that they didn't come into fruition. Why? But it's good. The sun. They're wanting you to be confident. So There's some seeds. They're incompetent seeds. They're dead seeds. They want you to focus on the live seeds. That's what I got. They want you to focus on the seeds that you planted that are bringing life, that have brought life. They want you to focus on things that have brought brightness and joy into your life, not pain. Yeah, you got the sun. That's confident energy. Leo, you guys might be dealing with some sort of a Leo because there's a lot of fire, the passion and stuff. Okay, so that's for Aquarius. Okay, powerful divine spirits, please give me a card for actions that you would like Gemini to take for this new moon in Scorpio. Okay, Aquarius energy at the bottom, the star again. This star is probably very significant to you, Gemini. Okay, and remember we had that high priestess too. That's Gemini. Star, hope, keeping hope alive, the basis. Okay, you got two cards that want to come out. So we got the God of Pentacles, King of Pentacles here, being grounded, being stable. So for you, Gemini, there's something in your stability. They want you to be stable. Specifically, probably with money. Might be something to deal with your business. Then you have the Judgment upside down. Okay, Judgment upside down. There's something that you're doing and it's not working out. And you've tried it over and over again. And you're kind of like definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. This is where you're at right now. And there's something that Spirit wants you to jump at. They want you to have enough hope to do it. There's something that you want to do and you want to do it. You want to do it. You have Spirit's backing and doing it. It's probably something to deal with because we did have the God of Pentacles here. It probably has something to do with your career or business. If you're wanting to quit your job and start a business, now is a really good time to do that. And I don't even need to do a reading to tell you that. Right now is a really good time to start a business and become independent like that. So Spirit's saying that they want you to do that, okay? We're going to pull one more card. What is the God of Pentacles? Actually, no, we're just going to leave that there because we just read it. Okay, so that's for Gemini. So now we're going to go on to Libra. Powerful divine spirit. Can I please have a card for Libra energy? What is advice for actions for the new moon in Scorpio? Okay, now we got the Four of Cups here, Libra. So there's a balancing within yourself that Spirit wants you to do. There's an emotional balancing of some kind Spirit wants you to do, okay? There may be a lot of things that you want to say. Spirit doesn't want you to say them, okay? Your action is no action. No outward action. Don't involve anybody else. Right now is spiritual and emotional balance. That's what Spirit wants you to work on with this new moon. So meditation is very good. Focusing is very good. Taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're, drinking your water, all this kind of stuff, keeping yourself hydrated, going within yourself. I think that you are able to do that, but you have to not be in conversations with other people. There may be too much talking, and it's distracting you from what you need to do. Okay. Anyway, that is the end of this reading for the new moon in Scorpio for the air signs. Thank you for coming and watching. I will see you guys later. I'm going to be, so again, I advise everybody to look at the element for their sun and their moon sign. So if you have an air sign for a sun or moon, and you have a different element sign, I advise you to look at the next one that I'm saying, okay? If you have an air sign in your sun, that's ego. This is outwardly, this is how you're living your life, okay? If the air sign is in moon, this is your emotions, which means this is what you're dealing with internally, okay? Anyway, I will see you guys all later. I'm going to take a little bit of a break and then I'll be back and I'm going to do the fire signs. And I may actually do the next two tomorrow, which is water and earth. I'm not sure. It really just depends. But I will see you all later. Thank you. Bye.